Good morning and welcome to the Morning Outlook Report. I'm Rachel Jones reporting live from Kalkine TV Sydney studios. Now, the Australian share market is expected to fall at the open. According to the latest SPI futures, the ASX 200 is likely to open 12 points lower or 0.15% lower. At the closing bell yesterday, the S&P ASX 200 was 0.5% lower or 38 points lower at 7,490. The best performing sector yesterday was financials. They were up 0.7%. The worst performing sector was the tech sector, down 2.9%. The best performing stock in the S&P ASX 200 yesterday was Whitehaven Coal. Their shares closed 5.5% higher at $4.39. The worst performing stock was Novonix. Their shares closed 6.9% lower at $6.76. Now, looking to some business news from this morning now, and the Fortescue Metals Group has today announced the successful completion of $1,500 million offering of senior notes. $800 million of proceeds from the green senior notes will be applied to eligible green projects pursuant to Fortescue's sustainability financing framework. $700 million of proceeds from the senior notes will be applied towards general corporate purposes. The use of the proceeds from the green senior notes will be applied to a number of decarbonisation initiatives, including the 150 megawatt solar generation component of the Pilbara Energy Connect project, the acquisition of Williams Advanced Engineering, and also the hydrogen mobility project at Christmas Creek. And the Bank of New Zealand is pleased to announce the appointment of Rachel Kellaway as its new Chief Financial Officer as part of a planned succession process. She will succeed current Group Chief Financial Officer and Chief Operating Officer Ewan Stafford on the 1st of July this year. She has worked in leadership roles in retail business and private banking divisions during more than a decade at the Commonwealth Bank of Australia. And Creso Pharma is pleased to advise that its proposed acquisition target, Sierra Sage Hubs, has significantly expanded its US distribution footprint and is now selling a selection of its leading green goo products into an additional 20,000 points of sale across the country. The increase has significantly broadened their distribution footprint, which now covers over 110,000 points of sale in the US. The new stockists are all traditional bricks and mortar stores. The established network has allowed them to grow revenue from $4.7 million in calendar year 2018 to over $8 million in 2020 and $5.7 million in 2021. On that note, we're going to take a short break here. We'll be back with everything you need to know to trade today.
Hi there, James Preston for Kalkine TV. Are you into gaming and virtual reality? Does AI and the endless possibilities it entails capture your interest? Or are you constantly trawling through the web to try and discover the latest updates and innovations in the tech space? Well, let us do the work for you. From the latest product launches to shocking affairs on the World Wide Web, exclusive interviews and information about the top companies like Apple and Google to brand new tech startups vying for your attention. Kalkine's Tech Beat has the latest in what matters in the world of technology. Join me every single Thursday on the Tech Beat, exclusive to Kalkine TV.
Welcome back. I'm Rachel and you're watching the Morning Outlook Report. Over in the US and on Wall Street, the Dow Jones fell 0.42%, the S&P 500 dropped 0.97% and the Nasdaq sank 2.22%. Over in Europe, the Stoxx 50 fell 2.4%, the FTSE dipped 0.3%, the CAC slipped 2.2% and the DAX ended 1.9% lower. Now, oil futures fell sharply yesterday, and that's after large consuming nations said they would release oil from reserves to counter tightening supply and hawkish minutes from the Fed that bolstered the US dollar. Brent crude futures settled down 5.2% at $101.07 a barrel. WTI crude fell 5.6% to $96.23 a barrel. The gold price is held steady after yesterday's release of the minutes of the Fed meeting for March, as the metals appeal as a safe haven and inflation hedge offset an expected 50 basis point rate hike by the Fed. US gold futures settled down 0.2% at $1,923. Meanwhile, the most active iron ore futures on the Dalian Commodity Exchange for September delivery rose as much as 4.1% to $148.49 per tonne, and that's as demand as steel producers recovered from pandemic disruptions. That's all for our Morning Outlook report here on Kalkine TV. Have a great day trading. Stay tuned for more market updates and economic news live throughout the day. This is Rachel signing off for now.